Ready and get a firm grip on your Halloween goodie bag, because you're in for an entire evening of Halloween horror, courtesy of Monster Vision.
Done.
It's kind of that singular voice. I mean, Stranger Things is two brothers, the Duffer brothers.
Yeah.
But it's something that has that definitive start, middle, end. It has a story to tell, and it tells it with a smaller number of hands. You know, like, it's not a room full of screenwriters or whatever. It's not...
Watch
like,
this.
they use
Watch it just a second. What happened?
Is that a
It's an
mouth?
elephant man.
Oh, okay.
Had a bag over it, had a sack over his head, hit him, he's a literal elephant man. I'm not an animal, I'm a human being. It's a weird old movie. Yeah. But the True Detective, shows like that.
Yeah, just, it has, I think, a tighter, singular voice than some of the stuff that you kind of just get.
It's nice, even something like the first original Avatar: The Last Airbender show. I like shows that know where they're going. They aren't trying to artificially last for 100 seasons and stretching shit out way too long, kind of just losing focus of what the fuck they were doing. I like shows that have a point. They have a definite beginning, middle, and end of the story they want to tell, and that's all they do.
Yeah.
They don't worry about, are we going to get renewed for season 4? They just tell the story.
The reboot of Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, I never watched it.
There's some things, some stuff and some things.
There's some spoilers.
And I can see why some fans were mad about the way it ended, but
Wow.
it was another thing where it's like it lasted 4 seasons
Yeah.
and had its story to tell, and we just get so caught up in trying to make things.
He's Royce.
I'm Royce. Okay.
No, he's just a giant caterpillar that sleeps in a bed.
He's like, I'm Royce.
He's fine. No, he wants to play. He's not trying to kill me. He doesn't understand.
He's just it's a lot of roughhousing. He doesn't. Yeah.
Now, there's another show I haven't watched that you told me to watch, and I haven't because I'm lazy. Older show, little spooky Halloween type of shit. Kolchak.
Oh, the Night Stalker.
No, a Night Stalker, Night Detective. Some supernatural shit happening.
It has been written since the beginning of time that evil, supernatural creatures exist in a world of darkness. And it is also said, man can call forth these powers of darkness, the demons of hell.
He works for a newspaper.
Yeah.
And he's just like a
Reporter.
And depending on when this airs, you kids might not know what those are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking millennial.
He's a reporter, and he just runs into some like creepy shit, and he tries to like tell people like, oh, by the way, there's some creepy stuff. Like, whatever.
Whatever, dude. You're just trying to sell stories. Yeah.
And that was actually on the recommendation of my mother. It was just one of those shows that was like on one of those random channels that had old stuff, and she's like, oh, you should totally watch this show. Like, I think you'd get a kick out of it.
Now, of course,
and it ended up on Netflix.
Netflix.
So, come again.
Classic fucking shows, creepiness that we both like. The original Twilight Zone.
Yes.
And I don't know that you've seen it as much as I have, but also I have a soft spot. It's not as good, but I have a soft spot for the original Outer Limits.
I watched a little bit of the Outer Limits with my grandmother.
Yeah.
We also watched Twilight Zone with my grandmother as
Twilight
well.
Zone.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't get as deep into that.
Sure.
Versus how I own like the entire
The
box
whole
set
thing,
of
yeah.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone's a classic, good show. Rod Serling. Speaking of Rod Serling, welcome to the Entrance to Hell.
No, just welcome Entrance to Hell.
Oh.
He just was announcing.
Fucking asshole, Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen Night Gallery.
I've heard of it.
It was his kind of late 60s, early 70s show. It was in color. And where Twilight Zone had more of a science fiction bent, even though a lot of the stories were creepy, Night Gallery was more like horror.
I'll have to check it out.
Pretty solid. Pretty good show. again, like, not as good as the classic Twilight Zone, but pretty solid. Some good stories.
I mean, Twilight Zone, there's some misses, you know.
Oh no, not every episode's great, but the ones that are, like the best episodes of that show, probably some of the best television ever produced. Come again.
It's the Quickie Mart of doors.
Yeah. Thank you, come again. There were, of course, multiple, like, attempts to do new versions of Twilight Zone. I remember there was one in the 80s that creeped me out as a kid because all I saw was this guy who everyone else in the world was frozen in place, and he was the only one that could move. And just that concept creeped me out. I remember that. And then there was, like, an early 2000s, I think, that was, like, hosted by Forrest Whitaker that didn't last very long. Yeah. There was also the 90s Outer Limits, which was, you know, eh.
The plane was delayed, you've overeaten, gained weight, and put up with obnoxious relatives.
We'll be lucky if we get back alive.
So tonight, gather the family round TNT for an evening of real Christmas spirit. 7 movies that will scare the ornaments off you. Monster Vision, A Christmas Nightmare. Next on TNT.
So there you go. This is the last level. We're in heaven now. We ascended up this fucking tower, and now we're in the stars.
We were at the gateway to hell, and then you beat the Grim Reaper.
There's some fucking...
A witch?
Yeah, there's witches. There's Killer Dynamite. There's this fucking boss who Watch
out, baby.
Hold on. Let's see if I can beat him, first of all. The thing is, you cannot avoid getting hit by this boss. I haven't seen it. I haven't been able to do it. You just have to outlast him. Good. That's the last boss in the background, by the way. Spoilers.
Not some foreshadowing.
He is the sinister dark force that's making all the creatures on this world more evil than usual. Of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course.
You corrupt them or something.
Fucking empty. But yeah, that first boss is one of the most fucked. I tried to play this a few years ago by myself, and I did real good and got to this level, got to that boss, kicked my shit in. I think I beat him, but my life, this is the thing. This is like a Lovecraftian thing. Who knows? I beat him, but my life was so fucking low by that point. Like, it didn't matter. There was no hope. Couldn't beat the game. I was pissed.
And that's the thing about these older arcade Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
No respawning health, no, like, infinite continues.
Like, even if you're not dead, sometimes the game will frustrate you into quitting.
Yeah.
Like, you just could not go on. Like, playing Battletoads, even when I had, like, infinite lives, I just gave up. Like,
rage quit.
Yes.
Rage quit. Yeah. That's where that term was coined. Ouch.
Oh, I'm heading for my bedding where I'll bed in for tonight. Oh, I'm heading for my bedding where I'll lay down, sleep me tight. Oh, hello. Hey, wait a minute, Dracula. Did you ever have the feeling you're being watched? That the eyes of strange, eerie things are upon you? Look, out there in the audience.
People!
So yeah, you definitely want to be Bert, not Ernie. Poor Ernie. I liked Ernie. I used to piss my grandmother off because I loved Sesame Street so much. Oh boy, Mark Soup. Look, he's a you know, disembodied head that's sliding around on the ground, like spitting out blood.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really solid. No problem.
Thanks for showing me this game, Jesse.
You're welcome.
I need to sleep tonight. Imagining disembodied heads chasing me.
Killer constellations.
Dude, the worst.
I hate that. I hate when that happens.
Hey, when I was walking on a starlit night.
I used to imitate Ernie's laugh and Cookie Monster, like, his messiness all the time, and my grandma would get fucking pissed because I would just take some chips or something and go, you know.
Cookie.
And then I'd sit there and go, and she'd be like, shut up! She didn't find it amusing. I don't know why. Nothing. So we're winding up here, coming to the source of fucking evil. in these cute clouds, these killer constellations. Fuck you, Big Dipper.
Cassiopeia is an asshole.
No, that's accurate. Well, you know, in the Clash of the Titans movie, she had hubris happening. But Hera was a cunt. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Hera's a little bit of a cunt. I'm not... Zeus is an asshole, right? And she shouldn't have married her brother. That was no bueno.
You beat everybody.
He's fucking mad.
Beat me and you can leave. He looks like...
Come and die.
If you took a gremlin and you skinned his face.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it looks like.
I can't hit this guy right now. You have to survive this onslaught of eyeball brain things that he throws at you until his nose opens. And then you can shoot his nose. And if you're Bert, he's actually really easy. You just have to survive. And there you go. Mark destroyed the monsters. Bert gave him a gift. Gee, thanks, Bert. And Mark went home. After all the fucked up shit he'd seen, he excitedly opened the box, and a beautiful princess came out because why not?
Is it a stripper cake? Like, I don't know what's
Something.
going on.
It's spoilers. But suddenly, the princess became a monster.
Oh, shit.
And more monsters followed her. And she melted like a decaying corpse. And here are some disembodied zombie heads. Mark freaked the fuck out.
No, he wasn't scared and screaming shit in his pants.
Literally. Oh, and then he started melting.
Oh, then he decomposes.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh.
It was all a dream.
They just Mario Brother 2'd us.
Mark was awakened by his mom. Wake the fuck up, Mark. You'll be late for school. It was a dream. I'm leaving to go to school, Mom. Mark opened the door. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Bert was there with his baseball bat. It was a little sinister. He whispered to Mark, "Let's go again."
No!
There you go.
No, let's not go again.
That's the ending. Hey, wasn't that fun?
Hey, you remember that guy's name was Dragon?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That guy's name was Creed.
I don't think these are real names.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Dragon Nakashima and Dandy Kobayashi.
And Wolf Saito.
Yeah, what's up, Wolf?
And Miko Monkey.
Miko Monkey. And John Travolta.
John Travolta. Japanese John Travolta.
So, that was Monster Party, everybody. Jay, what did you think of Monster Party?
I think that I shouldn't think too hard about some of the things I've seen.
No, don't try to do the
because
science.
that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah, don't try to do the science.
Because there's some creepy things going on.
Like you said, imagine playing that at like 9 years old.
Yeah.
1, it's awesome. 2, what the hell's going on?
No, yeah.
Like
you're gonna be Mark in like 2 seconds when you go to bed and dream of disembodied pharaoh heads splurting blood as it chase you.
The worst problem with that is like, you get your dream girl, right? Gorgeous, awesome chick. Oh man, this is a cool dream. Hold on. Brains, you know. So, on a wrap up, since this is Halloween, I thought I'd ask you, do you have any outstanding like Halloween memories? Shit that really stands out, cool costumes, cool shit you did as a kid or whatever.
You know, it's kind of weird. I never celebrated Halloween. Like we went trick or treating and stuff.
Sure. You didn't really dress up?
No, not really. I like to stay home because I like to stay at home.
Even as a kid.
Even as a kid,
okay.
We got candy and stuff.
Yeah.
But one of my Halloween traditions is listening to the War of the Worlds radio broadcast.
The original radio broadcast, which scared the piss out of the world back in what year?
Oh.
30s, right?
Yeah, it was. People were still pretty naive.
Yeah, Orson Welles read it.
Orson
no
Welles.
relation to author H.G. Wells. Yeah.
And then I always do that every Halloween, and I like to watch like Alien on Halloween just because
it's pretty good.
It's a great horror film.
Xenomorphs.
Yep.
Sometimes on Halloween or New Year's Eve, we'll watch a little bit of Twilight Zone too.
How about you? Halloween memories?
Well, I've shared some already. I remember. I've already shared how Harold and I, like 2 years in a row, went as Mario and Luigi. But because we were poor as shit, our costumes didn't look great. The first year especially, I had like a brown cap and like rainbow suspenders because those were the only suspenders we had. And so it was not, no one knew who the fuck we were. Oh, plumbers, right? And the next year, my grandmother tried a little harder. She actually, we had a red and a green cap. And she actually sewed on like a little L and a little, you know, and we painted on mustaches and shit. Got a little closer. Maybe I got some shade of red suspenders, you know, attached to my like red sweatpants. You know, it wasn't great. There was some shit like that. For some reason, one year I decided to go as a cowboy for Halloween, even though I have never ever been like enthralled by cowboys. I didn't play cowboys and Indians as a kid or whatever. But like a Taco Bell in the late 80s or whatever had like these shitty plastic, basically like Village People type hats, because they had like a fireman hat and like a hard hat and a cowboy hat, and I had the cowboy one for some reason. So I wore this shitty plastic cowboy hat with like a button-up shirt and blue jeans, and my grandmother took like a little floor carpet, a little rug, and cut it up to make me like shitty chaps or whatever, right?
Little fringes there.
Yeah. Were there any costumes that you dressed up as a kid at all?
We kept it pretty. I mean, we kept it pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
We just kind of went to the store and grabbed a mask and an axe or whatever. You know.
I'm a killer. Yeah.
I probably, if my hair was longer back then, could have went as like Island Savage every year.
Oh, Jesus, stereotypes. Yeah, I don't know. I always like, in my late teens, because of an ex-girlfriend that doesn't need to be talked about, I kind of gird on Halloween because she ruined it for me a little bit. But in general, I've always loved the Halloween time of year. Like, we both love fall.
I think that's part of the reason.
Because, you know, for one thing, it's not fucking hot. But also, I've always liked the monsters. As a kid, I loved the candy, obviously. I always loved a lot of the specials and movies that they would show on TV around that time of year. Old Disney shit when they weren't garbage, where they would play, like, the old Skeleton Dance cartoon and all shit like that. Or, like, you know, the old Garfield Halloween special, or the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yeah. Shit like that. I liked going trick-or-treating. There was something about going trick-or-treating, and it wasn't just getting candy and dressing up. It was also like the ambiance, the energy in the air. For some reason, where we live in Northern California, it doesn't really cool down, really, like until right around Halloween. And so right around that cusp, when you go trick-or-treating as a kid, like the moon's out, and it's actually getting cold at night, and there's just something about like the feeling in the air, you know?
There's definitely an energy around, like the Halloween season that I enjoy.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you look back to a lot of ancient cultures like the Celts, they, you know, the direct root of Halloween was like Samhain, which was like the night they believed when like the barrier between the physical world and the spirit world was thin, and so you could cross over. The spirits could cross over, and that's why they used to dress up and shit and light big bonfires all night and party. Basically, was like one to ward off evil spirits. Like, oh no, I'm a spirit too. Yeah. We're cool, bro. But also, sometimes they would dress in a specific way or wear specific colors of paint or whatever to attract like ancestor spirits or whatever, you know. So it was, you know, there's a lot of that kind of shit. There's a lot of roots. Maybe there's something to it, who knows. But anyway, that's fucking Monster Party. This is Halloween. I'm Jesse, he's Jay.
I'm Jay, and that's Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later, everybody.
Good night.
And good luck.
Watch out for monsters.
Good night, wherever you are.